Hello, and welcome to Sleep School. I'm Nancy Nadolski, and I'm a family nurse practitioner. And I believe that good sleep is good medicine. And I also believe that good sleep starts with good information. And that's why I started Sleep School online. Sleep myths are something that I dispel every single day. And if you remember, a few clicks away, you entered your email and we actually gave to you sleep medications, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and also sleep myths. This is what I promised would make you more interesting and very popular at parties. Sleep comes up in many conversations, and listen in at the coffee shop or in your office in the morning, because those are some of my favorite places to eavesdrop. Today, we are going to stop bedtime baloney, and we're going to stop it with information that's grounded in science and evidence-based medicine. So who makes this stuff up? Well, causes of poor sleep are legendary, and everybody has a story. And if it's told often enough, it seems to be the truth. As always, folklore intersects with science somewhere along the way. And so when we are actually experiencing the truth, we find that there's a little bit of lore in it, and once we get the science behind it, we are able to really understand it and see how we can make it work over time. Well, my sleep school is here to help you find the truth about the science of sleep. And sleep was a mystery for a long time, so we made things up. And when we finally got all the tools to study it, we found that much of what we thought to be the truth really wasn't. This is my grandma Jen, standing actually on the porch of a house in southeastern Idaho where I was mostly raised. And our sleep myths come from people probably much like maybe your grandma Jen. And Grandma Jen used to say to me, "Young lady, what you need is a good night's sleep." And in a way, she was expressing what Joseph Kosseman said, which is the best bridge between despair and hope is a good night's sleep. Now, Grandma Jen didn't know what was going on with brain chemistry and the percentages of the different stages of sleep. She just knew that there was a difference in somebody when they were finally able to lay down, get to sleep, stay asleep, and feel rested the next day. So Sleep School, myth number 1, seatbelts on. Let's dispel some of the favorite American holiday myths. Snooze food. Turkey is not a snooze food in and of itself. So why are we sleepy then? What makes us sleepy after Thanksgiving dinner or any kind of large dinner? Well, one of the things that Red Green says on the PBS Red Green show is that maybe we spend the day decreasing the number of fermented beverages that we find in the fridge. Or maybe it's the time of day. Perhaps this variable really is the time of day that you're having this meal, and it intersects with your predictable circadian dip. And boring guess, maybe you are surrounded by family or new friends or people that are in the way of you watching your team on TV. So instead of saying turkey makes you tired, fear not, you can learn to say what's actually happening, and that is that you have postprandial somnolence. In other words, the whole meal makes you tired. So here's the truth. Don't blame the turkey. Blame the pumpkin pie. Here's what's happening. This is the first of many charts, but stay with me because I'm pretty good explaining things even to your grandmother. If you look at the right side of this chart, you're going to see a curve and a couple of arrows. Before glucose or before eating, you've got a certain level of glucose, and then 2 hours after you have a peak. And then as your body responds to this increase of glucose by secreting more insulin, the insulin is the only way that the glucose can get into the cells and actually do its job. So as the insulin is secreted, and it takes the glucose into the cell, then the glucose actually goes down, or the blood glucose goes down. So ingesting food increases blood sugar levels, and that asks the insulin from this pancreas to dump into the system to stabilize the blood sugar levels. Well, this starts that reaction in the central nervous system. This triggers the hormonal and the neurochemical changes that affect the central nervous system downstream. So the impact of the central nervous system is actually bottom now.